Oh, I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. No sirree. Let's get some water on this wet palette. You can drink up. That's it. Good. Some coffee for me. My God, bitch. A little bit of milk for a little old table. Do you like a bit of milk? Oh, I got to do the chickens. I gotta do the chickens. I gotta click on the pictures and the text and the wordies and shizness. Oh yeah. Oh, no one home yet? Ugh. Well, if no one comes on, I will still get to do some painting. Oh, hello. There you go. Coffee, you can live here. It's a bit busy on the desk. What am I doing? Headphones. Headphones and click-ins. And you. Headphones and the click-ins. Click-ins and the headphones. Click-ins and the headphones. Let's just do the hashtags. If it comes up about Discord, we can do the Discordy thing. But I think it's just a case of sitting down and painting. That'll do. Thumbnail. Change to this one. Warhammer from save. And then once that savey dingle dang degrees, I'm going to go grab myself a complimentary piece of blue tack. Yeah. Yeah, man. When you save, I can go and paint. Save? No, you've not saved. Yeah, oh, I need these headphones. Let's go plug these in while we wait for this to save. Or is it saved? Oh, it's saved. There we go. Turn that on, done. And we are ready. There we go. All we need now is for someone to rock up and say hi. Oh, and a chair would be nice. Still no one. But I've been gone a few days, so all momentum lost. All momentum lost. But that's alright, like these things. It's not straight. It's not straight, it's not straight or necessarily fair. It's just how it is. What I will do, I'll do myself a favour and blue tack over those bits. By those bits, I mean the likes, the comments, the subscribes, all that nonsense. I stood back up again. Don't think I needed to. Oh yeah, the stool. That's what I needed. Okay. We are in business. Oh, lovely. Now I just get to sit here for the next 2 hours and paint, which is a real treat, frankly. Oh, marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. Let's pop something on to listen to. Perfect. Oh. Just want my headphones, frankly. None of these Steel Series ones. I just want my... Hello? Did I plug you in the right one? Yeah, I did that. Fantastic Four. You know what? Let's put on Titan AE. Why not Titan AE? So I should be hearing something very soon? No. Hey! There we go. Right, okay, finally, let's crack on. So, we got these guys. They're looking pretty far along. I could probably do with another coat of yellow on those shoulder pads, but they have cleaned up nicely. We are a little bit cluttered. Let's throw these Storm Boys over there, all 10 of them. I'm going to do the yellows. This yellow's in bad shape, but there should be enough pigment in there too. That's enough for the shoulders. It's pretty watery already, actually. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Woo! Where? Oh, hello. What are you doing jumping down? You want to get involved, do you? Hey, Trot. Oh, hello. Two people rocked up. I've been sitting here for 25 minutes just painting my Tyrannid. PA, I haven't played in ages, man. I haven't played in ages. I mean, it's not that I don't want to play it. It's just finding the time, you know? Plus, I feel like we've kind of done everything on PA. So, yeah, I mean, I could have to set it up. I don't know. Still waiting on that new RTS, frankly. So it's a maybe, Drit. A maybe. Venomplasm, how you doing, man? Do you paint? Do you paint at all? I'm quite curious. Yeah, I mean it's old game, isn't it? Yeah, it's old game. So I know Dan's RTS still plays it a lot. He still records it on his channel as well. He plays, so if you want to watch PA, you could watch him. But yeah, no. The only game I've been playing at the moment is Civ 6 and Arc Raiders. That's all I've been playing at the moment when I get a spare moment. But I've got kind of a love-hate relationship with Arc Raiders, to be honest. Oh, well. Hey, nothing wrong with... just as long as you remember with painting that you're running your own race. Don't look on social media at painting and then get blown away by someone who spent 2 weeks and 10 years learning how to paint on one model. You know, like 2 weeks on one model. Open front. Ah, well, okay. Well, you had me at Old Man Lifestyle. I think I need to check that out. I've got a bit of paint going on there. That's a bit mucky. Open front, huh? I should jot that down. Let's just clean that bit up there a little bit, just not majorly. Do I have a pen? I do. I'm going to write open front down. Open front. How's being an old man treating you, Drat? Open front. I only ask because I am also an old man. Live action Risk. I bloody love Risk. I absolutely love Risk. So you're telling me it's a Napoleonic RTS? Because if it's Napoleonic Wars RTS, I'm on board. Or is it modern Risk, like Risk Factions, you know? Ooh, well, I'm kind of interested, Dra. It sounds good. It's not one of those phone app time-based, you know, when you build your barracks, it says like, oh, it takes 6 hours to build your barracks, or you can speed it up with this currency that you pay real money for. It's not one of those games, is it? Because if it is, I'm not interested. You know the ones I mean? I don't know what they're called. Predatory, horrible money suck games. Okay. Ronald, this is my phone. I'm doing this all on my phone. So yeah, I can just tell my phone, stream now please, and it goes, right, I'm on now, and that's it. So phone camera would be the answer. Okay, it sounds interesting, Drew. Hey, Drat, we got more in common than you think, bud. I got two. I got two myself. They sure do keep you busy, eh? Yep. Oh, Dark Angels. Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna pause. I'm watching Titan AE. Hang on, let me pause it because I wanna. We've got to that juicy spot where I actually get to have a conversation, so I don't need to have something on in the background. Right. Dark Angels are tough, right? So for me, the biggest problem is getting the colours right and getting the colours worked out. Yeah, it's just on YouTube. YouTube's mobile streaming option. It is surprisingly stable, Ronald. So painting tips, right? Dark Angels. I have some Dark Angels. In fact, I've got the lion hanging up. He's right up here. Here's a Dark Angel. Here's one Dark Angel. He's going to be with the lion, but he's not painted. The pose is a bit weird, but I've got loads of this sword arm, so I had to change it. So he's just kind of like between poses. I know the arm sticks out a bit weird, but I can't have every arm sticking up in the air, holding their sword in the air. They look like they're all cheering. Right, painting tips, right? So Dark Angels, I haven't started painting them because I haven't been able to get the greens right. Get the colours you want worked out right on a practice model before you commit. That's one for sure. Dark Angels, so the greens I think are going to be a nightmare. Bone for Deathwing is probably easier. I actually have some Deathwing. But also when you're painting, yeah, so practice model for sure. Elbows on a surface. By that I mean like I'm not just my elbows are resting on the desk right now. So I've got my elbows resting on the desk and I'm using my fingers to brace. And as a result, it's a really stable way of painting. I really like that. But do whatever feels comfortable for starters. Just because I'm saying this way doesn't mean this is the way to go. What else can I say tips-wise? Get the colours right. Get the colours in your head right before you do. Deathwing aren't quite done, but painting even with shields, Caliban green is something else. Yeah, I don't know the greens. I mean, Caliban is their homeworld, right? So that would be the green. Elbows is a good one. I discovered it by accident. It also has the help. If you sit, so my desk level is higher than my stool that I'm sitting on. So when I put my elbows on my desk, I kind of lean forward and into it, so I'm not hunched over. I find hunching over is really bad after you've been painting for a couple of hours. But with your elbows on and you're upwards, your back's a little straighter, so you can paint for longer. I've noticed that as well. So yeah. Oh, here's another Dark Angel that I was working on. This is going to be another Dark Angel because you know they're kind of like nighty. I was like, I've got these extra Space Marine bits, but then I've got these old Stormcast models. So I was like, you know, he could be a Dark Angel. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to work on. But again, haven't got the greens sorted out. Typically, the plan is to go for a couple of hours. So yeah, come hang out if you want. You're more than welcome. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. I'd love to talk more. Yeah, hunching over is a tough one. Because you also tense up whilst you're painting. And that leads me into the next tip. Have something on in the background. Put a movie on or a TV series. Something that's semi-interesting, but not enough to hold your attention. Just something on in the background, so you're not just super focused on what you're doing. Like, so you're not just hunched over. That yellow's come out amazing. No Mega. Why does No Mega ring a bell? Mysterious. You probably lost a game to me of something, because I've never lost a match of any game I've ever played. So I probably beat you senseless in a game at some point. But no, you're more than welcome to stop by. That's the whole point of this stream thing, is get some conversation that isn't bloody AI. Yep, catch you later, Drop. Yeah, so hunched over his thing, background noise. Yeah, it's accurate. Yeah, it's accurate. Never lost a game. I'll tell you that right now. Never lost a match. So, but yeah. Where are we at conversation wise? Painting tips. That's run your own race. That's another big one. Run your own race. Don't compare yourself to other people's painting. Compare yourself to previous models you've painted, right? I know some people are quite happy to paint something and then sell on the army to buy a new army, but I keep a lot of my old stuff. I very rarely sell anything, and that is because I like to look at my old models to see how I've progressed. And I think that's a nice part of the hobby. Like, and that's another tip. Have your models on display. Have them somewhere where you can see them. And then they just keep on giving as a hobby, because you can just look at them from time to time and be like, oh yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? And then you increase the value for money for them. That's what I'd recommend. They're my tips. Tables top tips. Tables top tips. They might be shit or they might be good. You should try them. That's my new catchphrase. Tables top tips. Is it shit? Maybe, most likely, but you should listen just in case. I'm not good at making up jingles. Tables top tips. They're the tits. They're not shits. Okay. All right, I'm just clearly entertaining myself here at this point. Tables top tips. They're great big tits. What am I talking about? What on earth am I talking about? Yeah, okay, so yeah, forget the jingles. I'm going to try and stop now. Oh, the smaller ones came from Nasty Xenos and some Ultramarines with paints. Came out shite. I haven't touched them since. Right, so what did you learn from painting them? That's a very interesting conversation right there. So they came out crap, but what's your comparison? What are you comparing it to? Are they your first models? Because if so, or you've set your benchmark. That's all. If you're comparing it to the people who have been painting for eons and are champion painters or professionals, then I don't think that's good for you. Yeah, the speed. The more I would. Oh, another tip is try, if you can, just a little bit every day, like just 10 minutes if you can. I know it's really tough. But if you can paint a little bit every day, that really helps. Like if you've got a drawer where you can just put your wet palette. Oh, that's another tip. Do you have a wet palette? A wet palette? And if you're really going for it, a vortex mixer. Yeah, do you have either of those things? Because they're both really, really big improvements. But it all depends on how serious you are about painting. Okay, so, right. First things first, wet palette, right? You can do it on a budget. So this is an Army Painter wet palette, and all it is sponge and a bit of paper on top. But that paper is basically baking paper. So if you've got like an ice cream lid, a plastic lid of some sort, put some toilet paper on it, put a piece of baking paper on it, and you've got a wet palette, right? So you can do it for no money. That's a big one. And then the other one, I'll just move you over here, is if you really get serious, you can use this. So you take your paint, and it's a vortex mixer. You have to shake it a little bit as well, but this will give it a good jiggle. I throw a ball bearing in my paints, and that just saves you trying to shake up paints, and it does extend the life of your paint. So I've noticed that. So that's another big in. Yeah, plastic, any kind of plastic lid, toilet paper, and baking paper on top. Put a bit of water in there, and it really helps. Not so much for mixing colours, but for having colour. Like, for example, the yellow I'm using, I've been using it this whole time. That yellow there, and it would have dried up already if I hadn't used the wet palette. So it extends the life of your paints in that respect as well. So they're both things. The vortex mix is a little bit pricey, so be sure that you want to continue before you pick up that. You don't want to get all the gubbins. Maybe like if you say to yourself, "Hey, look, I'll paint 4 squads. If I paint 4 squads, then I'm sticking with the hobby. I'll treat myself to a vortex mixer." Do you know what I mean? Maybe do it like that. Make a little achievement for yourself. But yeah, they're good little tips. Both of those. I had to find those out myself though. I didn't have someone tell me. I pure fluke stumbled across vortex mixers and wet palettes. But I'm bloody glad I did. They've been super useful. Do you have the lion? Have you got the lion for your Dark Angels? Or you started with Ultramarines. Ultramarines are okay. I feel like the blue is a really hard colour to work with, though. I really struggle with blues. All my blue models tend to look like they're just wearing denim, which is a bit sucky. Ooh, is it the new dreadnought or the old dreadnought? I only ask because I can't stand the new dreadnoughts, but I really love the old dreadnoughts, especially now the Terminators have gone up in scale. So the dreadnought is not that much bigger than a Terminator, so it feels a little bit more connected. I like it a lot. The comparison now between Terminators and dreadnoughts. Redemptor, this is a new one. I don't know why I don't like the new one. You spelt it well enough for me to know what you meant, but I would say Redemptor. Yeah, I'd say that's spelt right. But then again, you're asking the wrong person if you're looking for super correct spellings. But it was enough correct for me to realise. So once I've done these yellows for the second time on these guys, so yeah, the previous yellow wasn't bright enough because I'd gone in the recesses with Agrax Earthshade, and it just made it too washed out. So I've been trying to make this yellow a little bit more vibrant, and after edge highlights, I think this is fine, frankly. The Primaris. Ironically, I got delivered. I do these things called table trades. I buy up some models and then I keep the ones I want and then try and sell the rest for to make my money back. My most recent table trade has succeeded. I've made €12 on the trade, which means I've got 10 Terminators, 10 new Terminators and an old Dreadnought for free. So yeah, table trade success. But one of the things I sold or resold was the Dreadnought, the new Dreadnought, the Redemptor, as you said. And it's okay. It's just it doesn't hit the same as the old Dreadnought for me personally. And I don't know if that's old man nostalgia or what, but I just really prefer the old Dreadnoughts. And I like them even more now with the bigger Terminators. So it's pretty good all round, really. Ironically, I didn't start collecting the Dreadnoughts until they got moved to Legends. But then I was like, oh no, they've discontinued them. I have to collect some. But I think I've got like 7 now. Something like that. In various stages of completion. Whoop. Oh, well, I mean, I've got a Dreadnought sitting on my desk. I didn't paint it, but I can go grab it for you. I'll do that for you. Hang on. I'll finish the yellows on this, which is just the talons, and then I'll go show you the old Dreadnought. Okay, I'm gonna go grab it. It's just on my desk. It's literally like a meter away. Hang on, let me go get it. I didn't paint it though, so but I can show you what the old Dreadnoughts look like. So here we are. This is the old Dreadnought, right? So you can see that the Redemptor has kind of taken this section, but then just enlarged all of the limbs and the height. So if that's your Dreadnought, I just love how boxy they are. And then let's compare him to a Terminator for you. So this is one of the new Terminators. So I love that it's close in size. Like you could totally imagine a little scrag of flesh with a bit of brainstem sitting inside this thing when you compare it to a Terminator. So I really like them. I really enjoy them. So yeah, that's the old term. That's the old dreadnoughts. They're a real treat to have. Right, yellow's done. I've got some yellow left over. Do I want to? I guess I could touch up those shoulder pads. Yeah, maybe I'll touch up those shoulder pads. Or I could get some yellow on a Storm Boy. Ah, yeah, I could. Here we go. This guy needs some yellow. What brand of Aussie are you? I'm the brand of Aussie that's referred to as English. Yeah, but you're not the first person to mistake me for Australian. But no, I am not. I am not. Not Australian. Never been. The wildlife terrify me, but I do like the culture, the outdoorsy culture, the active, just going out, doing stuff outside, having fun. So I like that. I don't know what I'm doing with this yellow here. I'm just kind of using it, but we can tentatively whack it on. Yeah, why not? It looks alright. I can do that. Oh, wouldn't that be? Hey, here's a story for you. I I was very nearly. I very nearly when I was a kid. My parents very were like seriously considering emigrating to Australia. Right? I shit you not. And the only reason they did is because my gran essentially emotionally blackmailed my mum. She said, "I'll never." Not only was she said, "I'll never see you again if you go," but she said, "If you go, I never want to see you again." I mean, how hardcore is that? So yeah, I very nearly was Australian, or at least grew up in Australia. I would have been a completely different person. I've been debating once I have my Dark Angels up to 2k points going into Nurgle. But I talked to the owner of my local shop and it would be possible for me to use one of those fart sprays for each turn. For me to use one of those fart sprays for each turn? What fart sprays for each turn? I am confused. Oh, diarrhea bottle. That's that. Don't sniff it. Yeah, I do. Actually, yeah. So I'm working my way through some old world stuff. I got my ogres. Let's see if I can find a complete one. Here's one. Here's the test one. So I got some ogres that I'm basing for old world. This is one of my ogres. And I've got the orcs and goblins battalion, old world battalion, but it's not assembled yet. And that's about all I've got old worldy wise because I'm having an issue transition bases. I've got some on the old Warhammer size. I've got some orcs and goblins. I've got a troll, wolf cavalry, spider cavalry, some more ogres, boar boys, night goblins. But they're all on the old square bases, so I've got to figure out a way of transitioning them up. I've got some Nurgle as well. If you want to look at if you want to see some Nurgle stuff, I can show you those. I can show you my my what are they called? Deaf guard. Ah, yeah. So paints wise, so I use predominantly Games Workshop paints, but I did buy the old Army Painter paint sets, the Game Master paint sets. I bought those because they were like 70% off on a sale a couple of months ago, and they're really good for like mixing up with Games Workshop paints because they're a little bit shy on pigment, but you can use them to zhuzh up your Games Workshop color range as well. So. But I don't know of AK Interactive, to be honest. I've never heard of them. Are they any good? Hey Greco, we're just talking about Death Guard, old dreadnoughts, and paints. What is your country, out of interest, Ronald? I'm guessing by expensive it's going to be US or Australia. Where Games Workshop really sucks on paints actually are the yellows and whites as well. Um, and their lighter colours tend to go a bit shy quickly. Singapore. Ooh. How's life in Singapore? I've never ever been. I hear it's quite nice. I tell you what, yeah, the Games Workshop contrast paints are pretty solid. It's safe but hot as hell. Well, sounds like Finland. It's safe but cold as hell. So, yeah. So I think we're on other sides of the temperature spectrum. Singapore mosquitoes or Finland mosquitoes? How long have I been painting? Well, I got back into it when the missus was pregnant with the first sprog, so about 5 years. But the painting has been really patchy. Um, Like I would paint and then not paint for a very long time. So I would say we've been starting the streaming painting mid October. Oh, it's our 2 month streaming birthday very soon, if not already. So I'd say I've been painting seriously. Well, I say seriously, but consistently since mid October. But I've been interested in the hobby a lot longer. But my painting has just been like 20 minutes here and there. But 5 years started buying stuff again. We got one. We've had a Discord for about 10 years. So yeah, there's a Discord. I didn't put the link in today. Normally I put the link in the description, and I was like, you know what? I'll put it in if someone asks about it. But I can go over to the computer and I can put the Discord link in this stream's info if you want me to do that. I can do that for you. Just let me know. I'll walk over there and do that quite happily. Yeah, it's and like I'm not even like I like doing time based like little missions. Like I'll try and get something painted within a certain amount of time. Like I got 6 of these painted in 2 live streams, and I liked it as like a little bit of a speedy challenge. Um, but at the moment what I'm doing is I'm just having a nice little chit chat. And I'm just enjoying painting these yellows on. To be honest, this model's a bit dusty, but it's just I'm just enjoying dabbing on the yellows. But if it's helping, that's fantastic. Yeah, but it's if you go to another live stream, there's probably about a 90% chance it will have a link on, or I can put it on for you. I'm totally happy to walk over there and do it for you, save you the hassle. You know what? I'm going to go over and do it for you. Just just give me a sec. I'm going to go do it for you. Hang on. I'm gonna go put it on. It's no trouble, no trouble at all. I'll do it for you. Just give me 1 minute. Ugh. Okay, that's saved. Okay. Right. I will come back now. Right, that's on there, so if you refresh it, it should come on. And you got the link. There's people just talking about possible scammers doing the rounds on public discords. So watch what you click, just in case. But it doesn't seem so. Let's have a look. And it's not dumb. If you're learning something, it's all good. No, Greco, never apologise for talking, man. Never apologise. That's the whole point. More chit chat, the better. So don't you ever apologise for talking. No. That is absolutely fine. Yeah, it could. Well, I mean, the paint's being expensive as well is a bit of a problem for you. So I guess it does make it pretty specialist hobby or niche, as you put it. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, Francois. Nice try, Greg. Nice try. Francois can answer that for you. Oh, unless he emigrated. Like, you could still be right. Well, I'm sure if you ask Francois Nice, he'll tell you. There's a nice clue. What country holds freedom dear? There's a little hint. How are you doing, actually, Francois? How are you doing, buddy? You know what I'm going to ask? The usual question. I want to ask it, but I'm not sure if you're tired of answering it. Is it the usual? Good. Happy to hear it, man. Anything new hobby-wise? How's it going with the elder guy that you're working on? Any more progress there? Ooh, gems. Are those gems? Are all those gems soul stones, or have I got it wrong? I don't know much about my older lore, but are they all soul stones of various sizes? Ah, okay. Now I know. No, Ronald. I don't really use. I'm not really. I don't use Instagram. It's just tough keeping up with everything. The best place would be to stop by on the streams. To be honest, that's what I'm pushing with because I could use the support on the channel because we might be going on the creator boot camp. We're eligible for that, but we've got to be selected. We've applied, but so if you want to help out, it's now basically when people get picked, starting in January. So yeah, come by the channel. So I'm not dividing my attention between Instagrams or any other social media, as it's on here that I need the help. And I've been sick a few days, and the views and the interaction on the channel dropped off to 0. So if I'm not on, it just drops off. So I really, really need people's help. So yeah, so come on here rather than Instagram, please. If that's right. But yeah, thanks for stopping by though. Appreciate it. And the chat as well. The more chat the better, really. I think painting a soulstone effect is pretty nightmarishly difficult. Thanks, Greco. Yeah, that means a lot. If you do it, it'd be great. I really need to. I can't do it. I can't do it without you guys. I need your help, guys. I need your help. We're a tiny channel, but apparently that's what they're looking for. Potential. They're looking for potential. So, yes, that's yeah. So, I don't know how to say it. It's a shame that you're going, because I could have cracked out an orc and we could work on that. We can do some stuff on the orcs. Oh, I'm on in the background. Sorry, yeah, I didn't read that right. Yeah, you'll notice that about me. I'm not the best at recognizing things sometimes. Let's do some edge highlights. I think this one might have already been highlighted. Yeah, this one's already done. Yeah, dry brushing is good. Like, it's got its uses. I think this guy's also highlighted, to be honest. He's looking pretty highlighted. Yeah, I think this guy is. Let's just... Or keep them as they're your first ones. Maybe keep them forever and cherish them as your first ever ones. Maybe do that. Keep them. You know, they're your first ones. And then you, like, in however many years' time, you can look back on them and be like, oh, that's where I was. You know? Don't you think? I think that's quite nice. But it's entirely up to you, but that's what I would do. Jeff Dav! Hey, Jeff Dav's it. Jeff Dav, you're just in time. I just started feeling nauseous. I might have made a boo-boo. So there's a message on the front of the building saying that the water's down for some reason, right? Today, between 9 and 3. And I just worked out and I wanted to have a shower. So I turned the shower on. It was cold, fine. No used to cold showers, not an issue. But the water was a bit brown and I still showered in it. And now I feel nauseous. I hope I haven't screwed myself over. Maybe showering in brown water was bad. But yeah, Jeff Dav's here. Nausea. Jeff Dav. Huh? On Discord, I didn't scroll up. I should have scrolled up. No, I need to go have a look. Hang on, I'm going to go have a look. I'm going to go look right now, buddy. Hang on. Nausea! Ooh. Javdav, you've absolutely nailed that gore. You've absolutely nailed it. I think gore and stains and grime is really hard to do, but you've definitely nailed that one, buddy. Very, very nicely done. Does he look much different when it's dried? Yeah, I think bathing and swimming in sewer water is bad, but it was from the shower, so maybe a rusty pipe. I was thinking maybe it's rust, but it's copper piping. So why would it be rust? I don't know. Maybe I have showered in crap. Oh, they would have been posted before you joined, Greco. They're just slightly further up in the chat. Maybe Javdav would be willing to repost them for you, and then he could show us the dried Terminator then as well. Okay, good. You found him. Excellent. Yeah, he's really nailed the gore. Actually, I need to have a conversation with about salamanders, right? Hang on, I got to get up again. I got to show you. Right, yeah, let me get the salamanders. Hang on. So, I did table trades, right? And I've got myself 10 Terminators and a Dreadnought. But 5 of the Terminators are painted salamanders, right? Let me grab one. Dev, got some food. Right, so yeah, I got myself 10 free Terminators and a Dreadnought. Now, I was thinking of, I decided not to paint over these, right? I didn't paint these, so you can see that they're just dry brushed green, and the helmet's okay, but it needs some flames, and I want to clean up the greens. The question is, to paint Salamander's greens, what do I need? I mean, could I do the orc skin that I've done on them? Could that be Salamanders? Have I just already discovered it? So yeah, I want to just use I'm going to leave the masks white. I'll clean those up and redo the eyes, but I need to redo the metallic bits. But I'm going to keep them Salamanders. I want to put some flame effect on them somehow though. So yeah, I want to make these mine. I've got 5 of them, and the other ones are unpainted, so it's all good. Also, on the subject of Terminators, I live about 150 meters from someone selling the Crux Terminatus box, and there's 2 on sale on Vinted, one of which someone offered, and on 2 of these 3 boxes I've been offered a discount. It's still expensive, so I am working full steam ahead to pay my electricity bill, and then the table trades from then on are going to get me a Crux Terminatus box, or 2 ideally. But yeah, so we got some goals, we got some missions. So yeah, I want to paint the Salamanders, and we're going to do some flamey effects. I think that would be quite cool. And then I want to turn them into... Yeah, the reason, Francois, is because... Yeah, the reason they already look like Salamanders is because I bought them painted. I bought €80 worth of Space Marines, and so far I've sold 92's worth of the lot. So I've made €12 on it, and I've still got 10 Terminators, an old Dreadnought, which is wonderful, because I love my old Dreadnought, and I've got 5 of the old Assault Terminators, which I'm trying to sell. But so I've actually made a profit. So essentially I've got these guys for free, but I need to paint them up. So I'm really pleased that I actually succeeded in a table trade. But I want to get those Crux Terminatus boxes, and because I've got 10 more Terminators now, so I've got 20 regular Terminators, but basically all the Terminators in that Crux Terminatus box are becoming Assault Terminators. Yeah, I just want to... What I want to do is not only match this, but I want to clean this up, because I think it's fine. Like, the paint job is great. The only thing is I didn't do it. So what I want to do is I want to clean up the greens so it looks not dry brushed, and I want to put some flames on them somewhere, but I don't know where. It just touch-ups, really, and then I can call it mine. I'm just not sure what. Boxicus. Yeah, Boxicus is fine. We can call him Boxicus. I'm happy with that. But yeah, so I'm going to keep them Salamanders, because it would be nice to have some of the genuine good guys in 40k. So I don't mind having 5 Salamanders. I think it's quite nice, because then I can look at them and it will remind me of my that I got them for free with a good table trade. So that's quite a nice feeling, I think, because I'm not very good with the old buy and selling business kind of nonsense. So the fact that I actually succeeded, I know it's only €12 up, but you know, bought it for 80, sold them for 92, and got to keep the Terminators and the Dreadnought. I think that's pretty good. It's good for me. It's pretty good for me. But yeah, the Crux Terminatus, 150 meters away, 5-minute walk. 5-minute walk. I know the guy. Yeah, 5 minutes. 5-minute walk. The box is, and I can go get it. Oh man, it feels like fate. It feels like fate until it sells. So, yeah, I can tell you. No, that's all good. So, right, the first coat is, I use War Boss Green, and I mix in a dab of Contrast Flesh as I apply it, right? For a bit of inconsistency and a bit more pigment. So that's first layer, right? Then, the next layer is some Cyberite Green, right? Next layer. And then what I do is I edge highlight with Moot Green. and that will give you an orc that looks a little bit like this guy. That's what you'll get. So yeah, lighter than a lot of people like for their orcs, but I like a bit of colour, so that's what you'll get. I like it. I've got a better example. Where's my savage orc? He's got more skin. Let me. Where did I put him? Did I put him in the cabinet already? Yeah, here he is. Hang on a sec. This is a better example of skin. There you go. There's a better example. So, yeah, I really like it. I want it to be lighter anyway, so... But yeah. Boop. The glue, I can show you. Hang on, it's on my computer desk because I was gluing some infiltrators. Hang on one sec. Let me go get it for you. I need to buy some more of the glue. I've only got the one pot at the moment and it's a bit big. Well, I can see Discord General from here. If you post it, I'll see it. Okay, so this is what I use. It's got the little metal nozzle applicator, and it's the Revel plastic glue, Contactor Professional Mini. It's just brilliant. For plastic, it's brilliant. You have to watch out because like if you get it on your finger, well, what it does is it melts the surfaces of the plastic together. So if you get some on your finger on a bit of detail, if you're not quick on wiping it off, it will melt off that detail. But it glues plastic models into one piece because it creates a bond. So dropping them isn't really an issue. Like I drop models all the time, but it doesn't. It's nice that it doesn't break. Yeah, that's a very popular one as well. I've never used it, but I really like the one I use. So I figure like if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like it works great for me. I like it, so it's just the one I've always used. I'm not saying one's better than the other. Just whatever works for you, you know. Okay, that's my greens on a couple of guys. Should we do some edge highlighting, maybe? Some fine detail work? Yeah, let's do that. Mm-hmm. So I'm just mixing in Corax White and some Game Master Troll Teeth. And I'm just going to use that to edge highlight these nids. I'm just going to use white. Why not? Oh, maybe we can also clean up this face as well. Although I need to go grey sear first on this guy. I learned this with the Dreadnought, that on heavier models I need to let it cure a bit. Yeah. Well, yeah, you've got to hold it together a little bit. Ooh, what's a boost? What's a disc? What's a Discord boost? Also, beam off, Jav Dav. We can paint them. We can do beam off together. I've got my old one eye conversion, haven't I? My one eye kit bash. I'm going to do him beam off. I'll base coat. I'll spray this guy, and I'll green stuff the head, and we can do them at the same time. Sound like a plan? Yeah. We can do that. Jeff Dabs! Yeah, we can do them at the same time. Do some beam off. I've never done it. I don't know the colours, but... yeah, perfect. We can do that. Also, what is a Discord boost? Yeah, I know the general colours. It's just finding the right paints to do it. But we can figure it out. That's really, really nice of you, Greco. That's really, really nice of you to do that. I really appreciate that. I will say that if you want to help me, if you really, really want to help me, then I need activity on the channel because we're in that Discord creator camp selection process this month. So, if like the Discord thing's great, I really really appreciate it. But if you want a super duper help, it's activity on the channel that I need because I really really want to do this creator boot camp. It's 12 weeks long. Yeah, that's the key. That would really make my year. If we could start it by doing that, I think it'd be amazing. So yeah, but I don't want it to sound like I'm not grateful. Incredibly grateful. It's just that's where it is for the help. Oh, Greco, yeah, that'd be a massive help. I think likes would be great. If you haven't liked already on the stream, that would be super helpful. But yeah, I mean, if there's a way for you to set up your computer so you can just have stuff playing, I don't know. I don't even know if you can do that. I'm not sure you can do that one. But yeah, activity, that's the key. We discussed it when I first got invited to apply, and we decided that it's activity. And the thing is, when I was off sick, it dropped down to next to no views. So I can't do it without you guys. Can't do it. If I'm not on, it just doesn't. Yeah, I need you guys this month. Really, really need you guys this month. And it's hard because you're essentially asking people for help, and as a guy, you don't like to do that. But I can't do it. I can't do it on my own. It would, yeah, it would be super nice of you to do that. It would be super, super helpful. That's some nice carapace. I'm so pleased with that carapace. Just got to do the skin now. Ah, my little ptarmigan. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Yeah, maybe it would. I don't know. I don't want you to get flagged, so maybe ease up. Or I don't know. I have no idea how YouTube works. That's why the creator camp's so interesting, because I get to see how the sausage is made, so to speak. I really like this troll's teeth, man. Well, so Greco, so the gaming videos, um, I do a two computer recording so that I can punch above my weight with the games that I'm recording. So I'd have to set it back up. But the issue is once I've got the gaming video recorded, I have to then get it into a movie editor, which I don't have, to export it and get the audio levels right. And it takes time behind the scenes. And so it's not set up at all. So, and it was costing me to make videos because I was paying 15. I couldn't afford the €100 for the software outright, so I was paying €15 a month to make to kind of have the license. And I was like, oh, I can't pay to make the videos. It's the wrong way round. So, like all the gaming stuff, it's still like we can still bring it back. It's just it's not as easy as being able to turn on the stream. So it's like if things improve, it can come back on. Do you know what I mean? I want it to come back, but the channel's got to give me something back for us to reactivate it. Does that make sense? I need us to. So at the moment, it's the streaming because I need the social. I'm getting a bit weird. I need conversation. Does that make sense? But it would be nice to have some gamies on the channel again, because that was primarily what I was doing. I kind of miss playing a lot of games. I would definitely be playing Arc Raiders on the channel, because it's awful how much I get screwed over. Does it? If Steam... This is going to sound incredibly dumb, but Steam has full recording software that allows you to export. Okay. That's really interesting. Another issue I have is audio levels in relationship to game audio. I'm not very good at that. I will look into the Steam thing. Maybe that's the way to go. That's incredibly... Does it have a name, this Steam editing thing? What's the name? It sounds like it might be the way to go. That shell's looking much better than it did before. There we go. Much better. Far more vibrant. That's much better. Much better. Much more what I wanted. Thanks, Rico. So what is it? What is it? Does it plop you out like? Do you record it and it plops you out an MP4 file or an MP4 file? How does it get the audio levels right? Do you have to kind of get that right before you start recording? I'm a bit curious about it now. We might be onto a winner there. It would be nice to play to record some Arc Raiders. There we go. I feel much better about that. It was definitely worth cracking that back out and redoing the shell. Let's highlight the other one and then they're all good. You say no words. Yeah, well, I mean, I'd record my mic, and if someone else says no words, then, you know, I don't use that video, basically. The amount of rounds of Arc Raiders I play, you know, there's no shortage of attempts. And then when you get a good one, just use that. Is 11th edition next year, or is it this year? No, it'll be next year, won't it? I've not heard any mention of it. It's not this year. I don't know. I haven't even played 10th. Yeah, I don't know what it would be. It will be Marines and someone, won't it? Let's be honest. I accidentally got a bit of white on the face there, so what I'm going to do is, rather than wipe it off, I'm going to do the teeth. There we go. Then I don't have to wipe off any extra paint and change the paint on my brush. I can just do the teeth. There we go. Nice white smile. There you go. Who's got lovely clean teeth? Yes, you do. Oh, the battle forces. Yeah, this year I haven't got a battle force. It feels a bit weird. Every year I got a battle force for the past 4, and I haven't got one this year, and it feels a little bit not like Christmas. I'll be honest. Yeah, Elder would be nice because I don't have much Elder. So if Elder was in the box, it'd be really good because I really like how colourful the Elder are and how like there's many different types of lovely different colours for the Elder, and I like that a lot. Like you've got so much choice. It'd be quite nice if Votan was in it. I'd also be all right with that because I don't have a lot of Votan. Guard, I'd also be okay with that. Yeah. Anything really. I tend to collect what I like to paint, but yeah, because I really wanted the Voten Christmas box, so that would have been nice. But well, yeah, either of those really. I don't know what it will be, but I hope it's not just. It will most likely be Marines and Xenos, right? If we were honest, I don't think they're going to do 2 Xenos armies. They might do Guard, but whatever they choose, it will be what they sell the most of, I reckon. What they're selling a lot of. Ooh, it's back in stock, eh? So what's stopping you? Is it a financial issue? Yeah, those tend to get in the way. Oh, Jav, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Being broke is rough, man. Yeah. Like to be in a position to help you, Jav. Stick with me, bud. Let's get me into position where I can help you out, buddy. Oh no, yeah. Let's get us there. It's been 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. Let's get the channel there and I can take care of you, Javs. You know, let table help. Help table help you, man. Space Marines. I'll find you some Space Marines. What country are you in, Javdev? Australia. Wow. Well, we'd have to really... The channel would have to really be doing well for me to help you out. What I'd probably have to do is just pay the awful prices in Australia and then get it shipped out to you in Australia. But the prices are astronomically bad. I'm not saying I won't help you. I'm just saying we got to get there, haven't we? Jeeves. It's doable. I'm sure we can do it. I'm sure we can do it, Javs. If I get on this creator camp, then I think we might just actually finally be in a position to do nice stuff for people. And I'll look after you, Javs. You've been chatting on chat, so, you know, that automatically gets you table help. If I can bloody do it, you know? I tell you what, Jav, save the thanks for if we actually manage it and like something turns up at your house. That's when you can thank me, bud. At the moment, it's just words. It's just an intention, you know? So save the thanks. Like I say, save the thanks until we actually pull it off, you know? When something turns up on your doorstep. Yeah, I do think about other people, Jabs. Basically, what I want the channel to do is to look after... Basically, my guiding light is me on my worst day. Like, what would I like on my worst day? And you know what? If I was struggling with a few pennies, a little box of GW would be a real treat. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is nothing I haven't said before. Like, the intent's there, but until I can make it manifest in reality, I'm a bit screwed. So, we'll just have to keep at it. Okay, we are done. Right, gents. 5 people watching, 6 likes, not too shabby. If you haven't dropped me a like already, could you? You know, boot camp and all. We got some work on the orcs done. We did some more shoulder pad stuff on those Space Marines. We talked about salamanders. We got those Raveners done. We got a lot of stuff done. It's nice. And it, yeah, didn't feel like a chore at all. Just lovely progress. Lovely, sweet, delicious progress. Did I load into the Steam beta? No, I don't know how I could do that when I was here on the stream. I'll give it a little googlies and have a look. Yeah, I will look into it. It's just a question. The issue is my voice audio versus game audio. If Steam has a way to record it and get all those jiggled up like reasonably okay together, and it just poops out a video complete at the other end, then that's potentially magic. So I will definitely look into that beforehand. But yeah, I gotta go. So I'll catch up with you guys hopefully tomorrow. I don't see any reason why not, but just in case, thanks. Okay, I'll look into it. Yeah, the beta video record Steam thing. Greco, thanks. I'm going to have a look at it now, actually. But yeah, thanks, guys. I'll catch you again soon. Don't forget to help me with some activity on the channel. I'll stop saying it and repeat myself. Yeah, take care, guys. Bye. See you later. Love you.